How to stop your gums from bleeding. This video is about how to stop your gums from bleeding. If you have bleeding gums, most of the time it's going to be due to gum disease. However, the number one thing you need to do if your gums are bleeding, whether it's when you're brushing and flossing only, or when you eat food, or you wake up with blood in your mouth, the first thing I want you to do is go make an appointment with the periodontist immediately. Because again, most of the time it's going to be due to this gum disease, which is bad enough, but sometimes bleeding gums is indicative of some other things, and I want you to go get those ruled out right away. If it turns out that it is due to bleeding gums, then you know that you have some work to do. And just so you know, this gum disease problem exists for about 75%, or 3 out of every 4 people. That's what most dental professionals will tell you. And the key is what you do at home. And the reason why what you do at home is the most important thing is because you can only go to your dentist maybe once every 6 months, once every 4 months, once every 3 months, but you definitely can't go every day. And the problem is, this problem is one you have to tackle every day. And the reason why is because the plaque, which is structured by the by the bacteria in your mouth, they regrow that plaque every day. They're building the plaque. So when you disrupt it mechanically with brushing or flossing or some other means, you're exposing the bacteria underneath the oxygen, and that prevents the bad bacteria, the anaerobic or oxygen-hating bacteria, from producing their acid byproducts. But the problem is immediately they start to rebuild that plaque again, and whenever that plaque remains intact for a period of 24 hours or so, the bacteria underneath begin to rapidly proliferate, and they create more bacteria, they create more acid byproducts, and those acid byproducts are what can start to destroy the tissue surrounding your teeth. This is essentially what gum disease is. Gingivitis being the beginning form, but it's the same disease process that progresses into gum disease where there's some actual tissue destruction. So the key numbers that you want to monitor are called your periodontal pocket depths. You want those numbers to be 3 millimeters or less. Generally speaking, most dentists are going to say your gums are healthy at 3 millimeters or less. And again, if they're above, generally speaking, most dentists will say that your gums are unhealthy. So then you need to start working on what you can do at home. I've got some resources. I've written a book, What You Should Know About Gum Disease. I've also another publication, How to Stop Gum Disease in 4 Easy Steps. Which is available at howtostopgumdisease.com. You can download that one there. The paperback book, What You Should Know About Gum Disease, you can order from your bookstore. You can find it on various places online. But the information in there can be helpful to you. And I'll put some resource links underneath this video as well. But the main thing is, if you've got bleeding gums right now, please, first step, go to a periodontist. Make sure that it's what the problem really is. If it's gum disease, which most of the time it's going to be, then you know that you've got resources that you can proceed with, as well as get help from your periodontist or dentist. Monitor, keep an eye on those periodontal pocket depths. Every time you go in, get them measured. And your end game is to get to 3 millimeters or less, right? Because generally speaking, your gums are going to be healthy at that speed. Most dentists would say that. Your gums are healthy at 3 millimeters or less. It's when it gets bigger, that's when the pockets are big enough that those bacteria can accumulate to large enough quantities to destroy tissue. So that's the base problem in a nutshell that you may be dealing with here. More than likely are, but again, you've got to get more serious things ruled out by your periodontist. A periodontist is a dentist who has additional training and specializes in the health and care of your gum tissue. So again, this is Dave. I hope this video was helpful to you. Take action right away, and if you have questions or comments, please leave them underneath this video. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, please do that. And I hope this helped you. Let me know if it did. Thanks for watching. Take care.